So it's Saturday, October 13th, 2012. I going on a run here, back in the habit of making a lot of video blogs so closely together. Actually, a whole bunch recently, because I went pretty long without making any. Still don't. It's been like a couple months now since I've had the internet here in my apartment. I used to. At one point, I was picking up two open Wi-Fi signals on my desktop there, and then one of them, I believe, either got rid of their Wi-Fi completely, and probably, I would assume they wouldn't have got rid of their internet. They probably just caught on to the fact that people were connecting to their connection and slowing it down so much. Or they might have changed to a different router where they understood how to set up the like WPA Wi-Fi security. But anyways, yeah, because I noticed when that first person signal went away, like all of a sudden there was a brand new signal. So I really don't think it was a coincidence, even though there's a lot of houses outside the window in apartments, so it might have just been someone happened to set up their own Wi-Fi at the same time. And then the final person to have open signal turned on their WEP Wi-Fi security, which is 100 times less encrypted. So like if you really wanted to get onto it, you could. I'm going to talk about health update here in a second, but my friend, online friend I've had for, I don't know, 6 to 7 years now. This girl, Julianne from Oregon, she was friends with one of my co-workers in the Navy. This guy Andy, can't remember what his last name is right now, but she recommended the modern Doctor Who series, so I got a hold of it. One thing interesting about getting a hold of this DVD from the library was they only had one copy, and there had been I was either 11th or 13th on the hold list. And of course, this is an entire TV series, so people almost always keep TV series for an entire week, if not, turning it in late. So only having one copy could take half a year to get a hold of it. But on the Pickaway County Library website, I wish I was able to pull it up right now to explain better, but on their main page they have a symbol on the top right hand side icon or link that says what should we buy, and then you can request certain items, and sometimes they actually order them. They only had Pickaway County Library is connected to a good chunk of Columbus libraries and other counties, and for some reason only one library ordered one copy of House MD of season 8, the final season, and I put in a request to have our local library order a copy, and I was 12th in line for that, and I just assumed even if they would have ordered a copy, that um, all all I would have done was just put another set in the system, and then it would just double the process, the time it took before um, my spot came up in line. But when they ordered it, they went ahead and gave it to me right away, and then this. I thought that was kind of unfair to the people that were already on the wait list, but not sure why they did that. But then they did something even crazier for me with this. Like I was saying, I was somewhere between like 11th and 13th in line, and I did the same thing. I requested a copy, but instead of ordering a new copy, they just bumped me to the head of the line, and like I didn't ask anyone to. Just like someone behind the scenes did this for me, because I was at the library yesterday, and I logged on and said I had one hold request, and it was surprisingly this. And then I was like, just to out of curiosity, I was looking to see if they had done the same thing they did for me with the House MD Season 8, and I couldn't believe it. And the system, it still only showed one copy, but somehow I jumped to the front of the line. So I guess in a small way, thanks whoever did that. But at the same time, I of course feel bad because I know it's going to take me up to a week to watch this. I mean, there's not a boatload of episodes compared to some TV series like House, or I also got involved in watching Dexter. Yeah, those had way more episodes per season, but yeah. So funny thing. This past Thursday, I was scheduled for a stress test. Trying to see it in here. I actually have some money in my wallet because my mom was. I only asked her for $5. Like, I don't have any income because of my health, and it'll be like 4 to 6 months before I have a final disability hearing. I'm trying to find this. But yeah, she was just generous and gave me $20 instead of $5, so give me some money. I was looking for this card somewhere around here. I was just showing my scheduled appointment for the stress test that I had. But 2.5 years ago, when I had my first near faint episode, followed by crazy anxiety, like or panic attack, because I had no clue why. Out of the blue, I felt like I was gonna pass out and was scared out of my mind. Thought I was I was just gonna fall over and die. And the first time it was like immediately after my first near faint episode, I spent 4 days straight in the hospital at Carbondale Memorial Hospital in Illinois, and the first stress test the cardiology department tried to give me, I was like way too near faint. They tried to start the test, and I just said I couldn't do it. It's not like I was not gonna happen. I was ready to black out. So I immediately failed that one, and then the second one, like for stress tests, they just try to get you up to a target heart rate, and then they go a little bit after that to see how your heart handles that. And I was in I wasn't in great shape back in middle of 2010, compared to what it used to be. Like not even close, but uh, I was at least more fit back then than I am now. So my endurance level was higher. So they actually had to get me up to running speed and on like the standard incline that they make for those or they put the treadmill on during those tests. And um, I remember it was like I was, I was so out of shape back then that